gonna knock you out. It's about to go down. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. Informer, you know say that I'm a stormy, I go play 'em. I keep on going down. Take the man that says that I'm a stormy, stab somewhere down the lane. I keep on going down. Informer, you know say that I'm a stormy, I go play 'em. I keep on going down. Take the man that says that I'm a stormy, stab somewhere down the lane. I keep on going down. Inside them rough again, they blow down my doors. Rain it up hard through my window, so they put me in the back the car at the station. From that point on, I reach my destination, where the destination region at the east detention, where the down the pants look up me bottom. So farmer, you know, say that I'm a stormy, I go play 'em. I keep on going down. Take the man that says that I'm a stormy, stop somewhere down the lane. I keep on going down. Informer, you know, say that I'm a stormy, I go play 'em. I keep on going down. Take the man that says that I'm a stormy, stop somewhere down the lane. I keep on going down. So big on the man, they think they have more power. They want to phone me, say they want to warm me. For once I use the ones and now they call me lover.
Hello guys, how are you? Hey, how are you? Heavy, aka Heather Brown. How are you? Was it good or not? Was it good or not? I think we deserve to play it again, no? What do you think? Let's do it. Let's do it again.
Your hand, everybody. Come on, wild motherfuckers, get it up right now. I'm gonna knock you out. It's about to go down. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. Informer, you know say that I'm a stormy, I go play 'em. I keep on going down. Take the man that says that I'm a stormy, stand somewhere down the lane. I keep on going down. Informer, you know say that I'm a stormy, I go play 'em. I keep on going down. Take the man that says that I'm a stormy, stand somewhere down the lane. I keep on going down. Inside them rough again, they blow down my doors. Rain it up hard through my window, so they put me in the back the car at the station. From that point on, I reach my destination, where the destination region at the east detention, where the down the pants look up me bottom. So farmer, you know say that I'm a stormy, I go play 'em. I keep on going down. Take the man that says that I'm a stormy, stop somewhere down the lane. I keep on going down. Informer, you know say that I'm a stormy, I go play 'em. I keep on going down. Take the man that says that I'm a stormy, stop somewhere down the lane. I keep on going down. So big on the man, they think they have more power. They want to phone me, say they want to warm me. For once I use the ones and now they call me lover.
Sorry, I'm muted. That was Informer by Keegan Klein. Snow. Who, of course, he's the informant or the informer who sold Allen to law enforcement, in my opinion. Vicarious Vigilante. Vicarious Vigilante is in the house. Peggy, how are you, Peggy? Peggy, I dropped the link if you wanna call. It's been a while, so it would be cool if you can join me tonight to talk about something here. Hello again, Heather. How are you? Happy to see you. Nice to see you here. Yeah, long time no see. Long time no see. I don't know if I'm gonna stay long. It's gonna depend on our good friend Peggy. Hope she can call. Thank you for that. For that OG dog. OG. Heavy. OG. It could be always be worse, but I'm cancer free. Ah, are you cancer free now? Cool. How does it happen? Like I don't know, a count of cells, something like that. So now I guess that all of your cells are healthy, something like that. So if that's the case, good for you, Heather. I'm so glad, so happy you're healthy. So thank you. Thank you for sharing the good news. Health is the most important thing in life. I don't know. There's a lot of noise this week because there's the okay. I'm cancer free, but still doing infusion. So that's been making me sick more than the chemo. Go figure. Blood infusions? Tell me about that. What do you mean by infusions? What is that? Uh, is blood transfusions or something like that? Just to know, I'm curious. Yeah, I imagine how sick you must feel after those treatments. It's crazy, huh? But just be positive. Be positive. So I don't even know what do I want to talk today about. Maybe about the last news. Let's say we have the recording or the video, well, the audio, indeed. There's the conversation between Jerry Holman and Jeffrey Turco, the Purdue professor of the whole situation about the Odinism report. Yeah, join me, join me. I need uh, I need power tonight, Peggy, please. So you have the link there. So please, you can join me. It's gonna be cool. So, anyways, it's a nice document, very interesting, but I think that people are making more noise than it deserves. We all knew that Jerry Holman was trying to hide that interview or that piece of evidence, if we want to call it like that, to the defense attorneys. But at the end, if you read properly what is written in that report, basically it says that it could be uh, Odin is an Odinism symbol, let's say, something like that. The crime scene sticks could be a representation of Odinism symbols, or not at all. In fact, the first sentence of that Odinism report is that it is not self-evident that the sticks are a representation of realms. And we knew that since forever because there were some YouTubers that they had that report since years ago, and we had that information. So I really don't know what is uh, what is the noise about this. Yeah, it's a shitty, a fishy strategy by law enforcement to try to hide that uh, information to the defense attorneys, but come on, there's nothing there. I think people are making too much noise for nothing. It's just my opinion here. But anyways, again, I think that the Odin's theory is just crap, and there's like I don't know, an attempt to go to the right strategy. They lost the case using that shitty strategy, the Odinism strategy. Now we are going to the appealing process, and again, this is the main element to try to make appear uh, or to try to defend Richard Allen. Again, this is gonna be a failure, a total failure, guys. But I don't know. I'm gonna read your comments here just to see what do you think about this, or what don't you think, while waiting for our good friend Peggy, who's gonna call soon. Sunflower Lola, so happy. Yeah, me too. I'm so happy to hear that. Sagor, a good information for us tonight. Good news. So it's the infusion is some type of vitamins. I'm a little confused myself. Okay, got it. Okay, but it looks like it's much better than a chemo, no? An indicted co-conspirator. What was Jesus' blood type? Hey, this is a very good question. I don't know. A very good question. Okay, waiting for you. Come on, girl. Stop arranging yourself. We're waiting for you. The old man is funny tonight. Funny. Okay, Cryptex, do you know if there's any? Oh, we have someone here. We have someone here. How are you, Peggy? I cannot hear you.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me now?
Ah, I can hear you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Just
What's up?
full disclosure, I've had a gummy and a Corona. So
Ooh, that's cool. I have a whiskey, so not a gum.
Okay, cheers.
So cheers to you. Where's your camera? Come on. We are missing your
No, not
face.
tonight.
Come
Yeah.
on, Peggy.
I was trying
Come
to
on.
find a photo to upload.
So disappointed today.
I know.
Come on.
Sorry. Next time, I promise.
Okay.
I've been bumming it today.
I'm just
It's a
kidding.
long week.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about
Long
your
week
week.
at work. Yeah.
Why?
Oh, just a lot of due dates, like projects that had to be closed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's all.
Nice.
Nothing exciting.
It's weekend already, so that's good.
Right. Cheers.
How are your dogs?
They are good. They're doing very well. Very well. Thanks for
Cool.
asking. And your fur baby?
It's a little bit, how can I say, spoiled.
Yeah.
She stays a lot of time alone at home, so I understand. But now it's weekend already, so it's gonna be good for her.
That's good.
That's good. That's good. So, did you follow the whole Jeffrey Turco interview by Jerry Holman this week, or?
I did not. So I'm
No.
sorry. I'm behind on that. What can you how was it? Like what was your takeaways?
Well, to me, it was just noise, something that, in my opinion, we already knew. Jerry Holman being, we lost. We lost Peggy again. Sorry, guys. I hope she's gonna call again. So while waiting for her, let me change my cell phone. My cell phone is my camera, so maybe here or something like that. I don't know. I'm not satisfied with my angle here, but anyways, what? Oh, Peggy's back.
Sorry
You're back.
about that. Sorry, pushed the wrong button.
Too much cannabis tonight for you.
I'm so sorry.
I
Can you
know.
repeat that as far as how
were-
the interview was?
Oh no, the audio of the interview between Jerry Holman and Jeffrey Turco was released this week. It was I forgot her name again. What's the name of this girl? She was with me in the channel. Oh fuck, I forgot her name. Guys, please help me. Anyways, she put in her channel the interview between Holman and Turco. And
Oh
yeah,
yeah. I'm sorry. That's how long my week was. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
okay.
Go ahead. Please go on.
No, I want to know your opinions about that.
It was just mind blowing, really, to me. I mean, it seems like the state lied, right? I mean,
But we knew that since
Right.
forever, no?
Yeah.
Okay, it was like a confirmation that they were lying.
Right.
Oh, okay.
It's one thing to read it, but to hear it, right? It takes it to a whole nother level.
But at the same time, yeah, what was the lie? What do you think? What was the lie there? The lie or the fishy situation there is that Holman was trying to hide that interview or that report and
Right.
not to give it to the defense again. But the content of that report, in my opinion, is not that damaging at all for the prosecution. Is the first sentence of that report is that the whole situation about Odinism there is not self-evident. So even an expert in Odinism, in my opinion, he couldn't say, "Oh yes, this is Odinism." It's something that may be similar to an Odinism symbol, something like that. Of course, you can do your own interpretation about those sticks. If you call an expert in Satanism, he's gonna say, "Oh yeah, maybe it's gonna be plausible that the guy who made this crime was a Satanist." It's just
Right.
you
Yeah,
know
I
what I
think
mean?
they box themselves in with the Odinist thing, and I understand like why they might have want to make that connection, considering his, the pre-trial detention of Richard Allen, and to see Odinist with tattoos all around. I mean, I could see why they would go that route. I think the damning part of it was just kind of like what you just said about Holman trying to hide it. But the other thing is it was ritualistic, and it was some type of rune or symbol. And the way that the prosecution tried to play this off like it was not that. And any person with half a brain can look at it and see that these are symbols and it means something to whomever or whoever left them. That's my opinion on that.
Yeah, I know. But you know what is really weird, and no one is talking about this. And I'm gonna put because it's clear in my mind that at one point of this whole case, I don't know if you remember, but at one point the defense they provided like a list of material that they didn't want to have like available to the public. They didn't want to have that material in during the process of Richard Allen. For example, the how can I say the records of the employment of Richard Allen at the CVS, the medical records of Richard Allen. There was a list of things that the defense said, we don't want to have this material like available. That should be like not allowed. And one of those materials was the interview with Jeffrey Turco. I'm sure about that. I have that list somewhere, and no one is talking about that. So now there's a lot of noise about that, but it was the defense. They were the ones that didn't want to have that report available. And in my opinion, it was because, again, the first sentence of that report is something saying that this is not an Odinism situation like by self.
Yeah, you cut off like you broke out for me just like the last sentence, but I think I know what you were going with that. So I mean, like I see what you're saying as far as not wanting to release confidential information. We don't know what exactly is on some of those documents. It could have been his social security number, although they could redact it. But like, have you followed other? You follow other true crime cases, like what's her name? Hang Lee. I think it was on the East Coast. What is the guy that they let out? What was his name?
Recently?
Yeah, it was a popular case. That was like the first big podcast. What is it? What was that podcast called?
I don't know.
I don't know. Where I'm going with it's another popular case, right? And that
Okay.
the defense decided to release everything prior to the appeal, and it didn't go very well. I mean, like at the end of the day, the guy got let go out of prison, but there's still like some question as to like how they went about that. But I guess where I'm going with this is that certain things you just don't want to let out because you want to protect your client.
Yeah, but now they want to have this like a big bombshell when at the beginning they didn't want to have it like available. So there's like a contradiction there. But anyways, who knows? Let me go with the comments, Peggy, if you allow me to do that.
Oh, of course.
Just to say hello
Probably
to
better than what I'm saying right now.
No, come on. You're the one. You are the one.
Hi,
So,
everyone.
OG Dog, Cryptex, do you know if there's any truth to the rumor Ron Logan bought burner phones from Keegan Klein? This is the story that was told by Rizzy Davis. So I don't know. I don't know what's the truth behind that. Who knows? According to Rizzy Davis, that's the situation. But I don't know. What do you think, Peggy, about that?
I'm sorry, I was looking for something to bring up. I didn't hear everything you said.
Again, I'm so disappointed. No.
I gave you a warning. You should just like kick me out.
You're out. No, OG Dog, she's asking about the rumor that Ron Logan he bought burner phones from Keegan Klein.
Mm-hmm.
And I was saying that was the story that was told by Rizzy Davis. So I don't know.
I mean, it's possible. Did they sell burner phones at CVS?
For sure, Keegan Klein was dealing with burner phones, but was Ron Logan involved? Yes or not? I don't know.
Or Walmart, I mean. Yeah, I mean, right? Wait, where did Keegan work? Did he have a job?
No, he was like making money by doing websites in internet.
Yeah.
Imagine what kind of websites, and for sure working in the dark web. But no, he didn't have a job at all.
I think it's very possible, to tell you the truth, because of the way his phone, all the logging in, out, right? I think we kind of talked about this before. And like the one thing with Snapchat is if another person tries to log into Snapchat from another phone, that causes things to log out, like sessions to go back and forth. And then, as far as the Dropbox link, right? I mean, it's possible. It wouldn't shock me, put it this way, especially with like when you look at the transcripts from Keegan Klein, he does talk about doing all these side jobs and hustles when it comes to marketing and he seemed to be pretty tech savvy in a way.
Yeah, he was for sure. And why were you talking about Walmart?
And I scratched that. Forget it. It's not even applicable here. Sorry.
Okay. But yeah, just to summarize, I'm sure that Keegan Klein was dealing with burner phones, but I don't know if Ron Logan was one of their clients. According to Rizzy Davis, yes, but I don't know. An indicted co-conspirator. Hi, Heather, and everyone here. Heather is sending love to everybody, to Peggy as well. There's a big red heart to you.
That is a nice heart.
Analyset is here. There's a black heart, like Joe and Jet. Let me scroll down here. Skinrow is in the house. What up, Creep? Oh, Andy Kopsa. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for the Andy Kopsa. She was the one who released that interview between Holman and Turco. Okay, just scrolling down here. Oh, digital is here as well. Okay, Analyset, talking about Turco and Holman. I listened to the long discussion with Professor Turco on defense diaries last night. I wish he had been asked more complex questions like what might the sticks over the blood mean?
Hmm.
Oh my god, that I tried to listen to that discussion. I know that Andy Baldwin was there, but it was like 6 hours. I couldn't, and I don't know. It was like the repetition of the repetition, and they
Mhm.
were trying to reinforce that. Oh, this was for sure Odinism. Well, I don't know. At one point, it became just like annoying. In my humble opinion, remember
Yeah.
that when I said, in my humble opinion, Finn told me that I don't have humble opinions. I have strong opinions, and that was a very big discussion between him
I'm sure.
and anyways.
Did you
uh,
delete your channel after that discussion?
no, no, no,
Okay.
no. It
I
was
know
a great. It was
that's
a great. It was a great discussion. I love it, and it
it's an
was a
inside joke between Fina and I.
it was a failed attempt to clean the image of the defense by Finn, but anyway, that's skin roll. The issue is the whole man lying. That should make everything he's testified to inadmissible. Of course, we know that, and I agree with you, but we knew it. My point is like now we are reacting like this is something new, and it's something that we knew since forever. But I get your point, Peggy, as well. One thing is reading the stuff, another thing is listening to the stuff. But sincerely, in my opinion, it was not that damaging. And I despise Jerry Holman, but the
Mhm.
interview was kind of normal to me. It was not that bad. But anyways, maybe my perception. Analyze, if the sticks were intended as runes and also to post the bodies, there might be an interesting, deeper meaning. Okay.
I agree.
Yeah. Digital says he was not even shown photos. This is a good point. Apparently, just computer-generated markups. What
Yeah.
the fuck is that? Huh?
Right. Why wouldn't they let him see the photos? Like they can control it, put him in a room, tell him you can't bring your
Exactly.
phone in, and physically hand them to him and take those copies back from you like that. Totally could have happened, and it's not like he was far, right? Isn't he in Purdue? It's like like right by Lafayette.
But this is another proof or another confirmation of the incompetence of Jerry Holman for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But again, is how can you take some type of conclusion from the opinions of Turco if he was not actually looking at the crime scene pictures? You know what I mean? So at the end, if he says, yeah, this could be Odinism, or no, this is not, at the end, he was not looking at the actual
Right.
picture. You know what I mean? So it's to me, it's just smoke.
Well, here's the question, maybe that is exactly what they wanted to happen, right? Like, why wouldn't you? I think the better question is why wouldn't they, use regular photos? Unless it didn't seem like they wanted it to come to a certain conclusion, in my opinion.
That's a good point. That's a fair point, Peggy. So yeah, 1 point for Peggy.
Well, I was like negative, so
So now we are like even Steven.
okay.
You are improving, Peggy. You're improving.
All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. digital. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, let's go with analysis here. Okay, sorry, no, I'm lost here. I don't think Holman wanted to learn anything.
Right.
Actually, I was uh, weirdly surprised about the knowledge that Jerry Holman had about Odinism. He was talking about Asatru, he was talking about Odin, he was talking about a lot of things that he was not that lost, in my opinion. He did his research. And, I despise Holman, but to me, it was not that bad, that interview. Of course, there's always fishy elements when we talk about Jerry Holman. And again, you have a good point. Not showing the actual crime scene picture is kind of interesting, at least. But
I just
I
think
think I think he did his homework, in my opinion. I don't
right.
know.
It's like everything's halfway done in this case. Like nothing was like really completed the way it should have, or like, and it's like at certain point you have to ask yourself, what's the odds of all of these things happening unless somebody intended for them to happen?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
of course.
sorry.
No, 100%. 100%, Peggy. Another point for you, so you are in the positive side of it.
Right.
Good, good. Analyset. A big question I have is, why did Holman et al., I think there's, try to hide the Odinism research? Who are they protecting? Did they have to charge a non-Odinist to protect someone? But when we say that he was trying to hide that, and this is something that I don't understand. So the defense are claiming that they didn't have the report. But I saw a lot of YouTubers showing extracts of that report since years ago. So I don't get it. I don't understand. To me, that report was available for the defense at one point. There's something weird. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that report was never gave to the defense. I'm kind of skeptical about that. Because I saw a lot of debunking, how can I say, videos made by the prosecution YouTubers. And one of the points was that, and I remember now, when I was talking about the list of material that the defense didn't want to have to be allowed in the process, and one of those materials was the Turco report, the Odinism report. That was one of the elements for those YouTubers to say, of course, the defense, they don't want to have that report out there because the report is not conclusive. Actually, saying could be or couldn't be, so it's not something damaging for the prosecution. But anyways, this is a good point from Skin Row. Keegan Klein was an ordained minister too. What do you think about that? Keegan Klein being a minister, Peggy?
I think it's not much more than him wanting to marry his mother or a friend. Didn't he just do it like that's something you could do like in one day? You just go on the computer and apply and you get something back right away. I actually know somebody who did this. That's why I'm saying that. I don't think it's anything more than just trying to marry a friend or his mother.
Yeah, you know that he went to Vegas. So and in Vegas, this is very common to have like marriages there. And if you are a minister, maybe I think that's maybe why he obtained the license to be minister, because if he was intending to go to Vegas for other different stuff. That could be also another way to make money. He's a minister now, so he can go to marry people there. So there's money there, you know what I mean? So yeah, maybe there's not a big deal behind that. Oh, Oji is a guy, sorry. That's the problem with the handles. How can I know? If your handle is Peggy, I know it's a she, but otherwise it's hard to know. Huh? Okay, what about this? Analyset. At minimum, Turco should have been asked why certain configurations might have been left. If he doesn't know, direct them to an expert on modern Odinistic gangs. Yeah, Analyset is very into the symbolism, which is good. Analyset, there is no proof. Keegan Klein said it, I think. When Keegan Klein lips move, he tends to be lying. I think we all can agree with that.
Mhm.
But there are polygraphs, and polygraphs are hard to cheat, in my opinion.
And it's even more complicated because the law enforcement can lie, right? So you have like two liars going on talking to each other in a way. You just don't know.
Sure. Agree. Analyset, there's no way to even link Keegan, Richard Allen, and Ron Logan. No connections could be found. Yeah, we have the statements of Rizzy Davis connecting all of them, Allen, Logan, and Keegan. So according to Rizzy Davis, there's a connection between the three of them. That's what he said. That's what he wrote in his letters. But who knows if he's telling the truth or not? After making those statements, he said, no. Actually, it was not Richard Allen, but we have the letters. He was talking about Richard Allen, Ron Logan, and Keegan Klein. So I don't know. It's very weird. What do you think about that? At the beginning, Rizzy Davis said that Richard Allen was involved, and we have the letters. The letters are public. And then he recanted that. No. It's very weird. I think that maybe Rizzy Davis is being manipulated by the defense.
Mm.
What do you think? It's weird.
It's hard to tell, but I think it's pretty compelling about the box cutter, at the very least.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly.
That's crazy to me. What's the odds of that?
I know it's incredible. Yeah, no, I agree.
It's like if he would have just stopped with that, I think it would have been a lot more compelling.
Yeah, and during my last live streaming, that was one of my points.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I agree with you 100%. If he stopped at the box cutter, oh my God, this guy is credible. This guy has something that only the killer would know. That still may be the case for sure. But when he's adding Ron Logan and Keegan Klein and Satanism and the horses and I don't know, the whole story became too weird, in my opinion. Too weird. And now he was talking about Keegan Klein having a broken, that his car was broken down. The same story we know from Facebook since forever. So to me, it was really weird. Anyways, I agree with you. He should stop at the box cutter, but he went to talk about too much stuff that it doesn't make him credible, in my opinion. At the beginning, I was giving him a lot of credibility, but now it's not the case for me anymore. The Turco report is not new, but it is solid proof. But it's solid proof about what? I don't know. Ah, yeah. He's saying that Skin Road, the Defense Diaries video yesterday was a marathon. It was, and I was really not in the mood to listen to a marathon yesterday.
How long was it?
I listened like 40 minutes maybe, but this morning I was checking my YouTube application. It was 6 hours.
Oh wow,
No, they were trying too hard to push that
6 hours.
narrative. It's kind of too much, in my opinion. Anyways, do you have news from Mark?
Excuse me. Any news from Mark?
Yeah,
No, he's working a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you still have to try to make a live between Cryptex and Mark happen. You have to help me with that. I really want to have Mark here to talk to him.
I gave you his number.
No.
No. Okay.
No. It's not my style.
For the record,
I don't like to have.
I know you don't.
I hate that for real. Okay, Annalise. The point of Defense Diaries last night was to point out lies by Holman and others. The title was something like, "If they have the right guy, why lie?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I only caught part of it.
Yeah. Digital. I think the scene was staged to look like anything except what it was. Hey, this is a great point. What do you think about that, Peggy? Try to stay in the positive side of the points.
I think, yeah. I mean, that could be a possibility, just like anything else could be a possibility.
Yeah.
But this case,
just to mislead the investigators for sure. Yeah, that's a great point. They were just trying to stage the crime scene like some weird stuff to mislead the investigators for sure. For sure. Let me scroll down here. Anna Holman and Nick McClellan worked hard to keep the Odinism part of the investigation away from the defense. Why? Are they protecting special Odinists? But I'm gonna switch your question to the other side. Why were Baldwin and Rosie working hard to keep the Keegan Kleins and the Ron Logan's part of the investigation away? So I don't know. To me, both sides are really fishy. I don't trust at all the defense attorneys at all, and I despise the prosecution people, Holman, McClellan. I despise those guys, but I don't like at all Baldwin and Rosie at all. They're fishy. I don't know. And what do you think about Baldwin and Rosie, Peggy?
I have gone back and forth with them a lot. I was hoping that when it comes to trial, they were as good as everyone claimed that they were, and was kind of let down just like going through the transcripts, right? But I'm not an expert. I'm just giving my opinion on it, or anyone's, and it's just, I was like, you missed a lot of opportunities. When they were, crossing or direct to a witness testimony, or whoever was on that stand. It seems like they missed some opportunities there. So, but I do believe that they passionately care for Richard Allen. I think it might be best that they recuse or have somebody else, if he does get another trial, be part of the team, but not the leads.
I disagree. I don't think I really, the more I read into this whole case, to me, sincerely, To me, it's like they were using Richard Allen to keep Ron Logan and Keegan Klein away from that case, to not to be involved. And again, it's because Ross is, uh, how can I say, partners were working with Logan and Keegan Klein. They were representing those guys. So there were some weird interest there. I don't know.
Yeah, but one of them was after that what Aki left the firm, right? So
But still, there's a connection there, a clear connection. It was his friend, his associate, and now Ross's brother having some fishy manipulation of the Marathon gas station of Keegan Klein. I don't know. I really don't trust the defense lawyers at all. At all. To me, I don't know how to say that, but they were barring, or they were, anyways, they were not helping Richard Allen at all, in my opinion. And there was some interest to represent Richard Allen in the worst way they could, using that Odinism stuff again. But
I agree with you on that point.
yeah, why do you agree with me? I want to reinforce my bias.
This all goes back with know your audience, right? And you're in Central Indiana, right? I don't think a jury will really give much to a possibility that Odinist, that I think they could have just focused on the timeline and the lack of evidence and just say the state hasn't met its burden, based just on that. Can you trust this investigation? Absolutely not.
No way. No way, Jose. Analyzed, all eyes made the point in another chat that a good reason for Keegan Klein and not Rogan and Ron Logan not to have been third-party suspects is because investigators could never prove anything on them, which is bullshit. They had something on Keegan and Richard Allen, and for sure, after the confession of Keegan Klein, they found something in that river. It's clear as crystal for me. And again, that's why I think Richard Allen is actually behind bars, thanks to Keegan Klein being singing. But yeah. And I said, if you consider the crime scene in a slight depression in the ground, the sticks used to pose make a lot of sense. I think the position of the victims was most important. Okay. Analyst said, True Crime Web True Crime Web YouTube channel experimented in recreating the F on the tree bark. If it would take a number of dips into fresh blood to make it. Makes more sense that Libby's blood's fingers made a mark. I agree with you. What do you think about that? I agree 100%. I think that the prosecution demonstrated, in my opinion, that the F was not an F. It was just a mark made by Libby when she put her hand on the tree. What do you think?
Yeah, but I don't think it upside down though. Especially where the fingerprints are. Like I could totally see fingerprints, impressions, like at the beginning of those lines. Beginning, or it could be the end, just the way you make an F. It's like more, to me, visible that there's two fingers, but I can't see how it's upside down. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody intentionally wrote that. Like that's one thing I feel strong of. It has nothing to do with anything else. It's just from when I first seen that photo, before I became, started doing YouTube and all that, as as a creator. Yeah, like I can't change my opinion on my first impression of that.
No, I agree. The first impression, I agree with you. But after watching, for example, the video that was made by Steve as Anna is um, talking in her comment, uh, to me it's just clear that was the case. But again, someone is why people are talking about Teddy. Who's Teddy? I
I
don't
don't
see.
see a Teddy either.
Do you see a Teddy?
No.
If it's that stupid guy that was working with fake solves and the idiot is maybe that's why I cannot see it, because maybe it's blocked. The one who was telling me that Cryptex is a joke. So again, I'm a joke, but you, Teddy, you are a bad joke. If you are the Teddy I'm thinking about. So God, it's good that I cannot see you here. Annalise, staging doesn't mean making a crime scene look like something is not. The Delphi scene looks like a sex crime. If it's not that, what is it? It was not a robbery. Yeah, it's a good point. Of course, it was sexually related, for sure, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Do you agree
I
with that?
agree.
Or
Yes,
not?
I do.
Okay. Okay. We have Anthony France. We have Jenny from the blog.
Yeah, that is so true, though. That's a good comment.
Yeah, it is. It is a good one. Okay. He has not even gotten to your comment. I don't know. Skin roll. They could always tested Libby's hands for trace evidence from the tree. There would be transfer. Anyways, the whole investigation was so crap that that's
But like,
what
what's up with Abby's hands? That's crazy, right? I mean, didn't she not have blood on her hands? They were like clean.
potentially, I think so. I think they cleaned Abby. I don't know the whole difference between the way Abby was treated versus Libby,
Yes, very different.
and if she was moved. I don't know. They're saying that most of the blood found at the crime scene came from Libby. If there's not a lot of blood from Abby, was she killed? I don't know. At Logan's property, or I don't know. Who knows? Or when she was crossing the river and all the blood was flowing through the river through the creek. You know what I mean? Maybe that's another possibility, and I don't know. But she looks clean.
Right.
She looks clean, and I don't know. Did you see the crime scene pictures? I guess you did.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And to me, it's really weird. I don't know if you noticed this or not, but in my opinion, the hair of Libby looks like wet, and the hair of Abby looks like really dry. Did you see that or not at all?
No, I noticed. I thought it looked like in the back, like blood in the back of her head. That's what I noticed. No, I didn't. So that's how I thought. Okay, maybe it's wet, but I'm not sure.
To me, Libby's hair looks wet. The texture is like wet, and the texture of Abby's hair is really dry. So there's a big difference there also. I don't know what does it mean again, but yeah, it's something weird. It's really weird. Oh, Steve is here. Hey, Steve, can you please call and say hello just for 1 second? Just to say hello, Cryptex, hello, Peggy, bye bye. We need to hear your voice again. So, according to Steve, hands and nails are processed, including nail clippings. Yeah, exactly. So, what's the conclusion, or what do you want to say, Steve? What do you want to say?
Sorry about that.
I don't know. I got your point, but I'm still like in the middle of your comment, trying to go to your conclusions. Mother of Dragons. It's okay to have a different option, but it's not okay to people names, especially the host and his guest. Who is acting as a troll? Because I cannot see. I cannot see. Maybe it's the
Well, they
stupid
must have
Ted.
me blocked too.
Maybe it's the stupid Ted Bear, the one with emotional problems. But that's fine. I cannot see it anyway, so he's really stupid. Iwata, I don't think either of their hair looks wet. Oh, really? Okay. So it's maybe my perception. What up? What up, Grizzly? Motley Cleaver. Analyzed. Digital, not so much smear, but if her hand was saturated, the fingers could have stamped the F pattern on the bark. Yeah, I agree. Jenny, Abby didn't lose 40% of her blood into her hoodie or into the hard frozen ground. No, for sure. I agree with you, 100%. I don't know, maybe she was killed while crossing the creek. Maybe, I don't know. I have a question for Steve, if he's still there. Steve, the other time you were talking about the lack of defensive injuries in the hands of the girls. So we know that Abby and Libby, they don't have, according to the information that was provided by law enforcement, they don't have defensive injuries. Do you still think that this is very weird, or today do you have another explanation for that? I know that you were not happy with that situation, especially when we talk about like a single perpetrator here. And I loved the video you made about that. But I wonder if you changed your mind, if you still have the same opinion about that, or not at all. Because of course, with the pass of the time, we change sometimes our initial opinions, but just want to know if you still think the same or not. If you can comment in the chat, it's gonna be appreciated. Mr. Steve, and I said, Jack the Ripper's victims generally didn't have bloody hands. Most were probably attacked when they were on the ground or lying down, in my opinion. Yeah, but they were not killed in a couple, you know? There were single victims, not two victims. So it's not the same thing. It's not the same situation. It's not the same situation. Hit me. That intro song was cool, huh? That intro song was cool. We should play it again. Just
You should.
let's do it. Let's
Yeah,
do it. Let's do it.
absolutely.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's gonna take 1 minute, guys. So I'm gonna mute Peggy and I'm gonna mute myself.
Your hand, everybody. All my wild motherfuckers, get it up right there. I'm gonna knock you out. they blow down my doors. Rain it up all through my window, so they put me in the back the car at the station. From that point on, I reached my destination, where the destination region had the east detention. Where the down my pants, look up my bottom, so farmer. You know, so then I'm a snowman, I go play 'em. I keep on going down, take them on the city, then I'm a snowman, stop somewhere down the lane. I keep on going down, little farmer. You know, so then I'm a snowman, I go play 'em. I keep on going down, take them on the city, then I'm a snowman, stop somewhere down the lane. I keep on going down, so big on them, I think them have more power. They want to phone me, say they want to warm me, for once I use the ones and now me phone.
So that was Keegan Klein. The
That's
Informer.
amazing.
That's awesome, huh?
Yeah.
It's just a reminding that Keegan Klein was an informer, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, or in my strong opinion, that he was an informer for law enforcement, and also he was the one who gave the name of Allen to the prosecution, in my opinion. Again, look at this. I'm happy. I'm really happy to read this comment, because Steve still thinks that that situation doesn't make sense. The lack of injuries and manner of death still mystifies me. I love that. I love that wording, Steve. Let's repeat that. The lack of injuries and manner of death still mystifies me. It doesn't make sense. I agree with you. It doesn't any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. At all. And there are people trying to justify or to give some explanations about the lack of defensive injuries. And I'm so glad that someone like Steve
Right.
is making that point, because it's not Cryptex being biased or the pro Allen guys being biased. It's actually an expert who is, we could say that is mostly pro-prosecution, pro-truth, but pro-prosecution, let's say, making that point. So it's great. I love it. I love it. What do you think about that, Peggy? For real?
I agree 100%. Yep. That's very compelling.
Very compelling. And that mystifies me as well. At all. It double mystifies me. I love that word. Since today, I'm going to use it in every live I'm going to make. It still mystifies me. Sure. Cool. Analyzet. It has to do also with the side of the hand. True Crime Web, Steve, did a good experiment. Yeah, I remember that experiment. It was great. As I recall, it had to with grasping the tree and kind of dragging across the bark. Yeah, I remember the experiment Steve did. Great experiment, as usual. Yeah, informer. Informer. I think it was a success. It was. Okay, let me scroll down. Yeah, we should have another music listening night. Let's do it. Let's do it in Peggy's channel. We should have like a rave there, Peggy, in your channel.
A what on my channel?
A rave. Listening to music.
A rave?
The whole night.
I don't know. I've been to some crazy raves. I don't know if we want to go that far.
Really? Tell me about it.
No.
Yeah, come on. We want to know. We want to know.
A whole nother night.
That's sealed information. You know, the lack of transparency here. You're promoting that.
It's an Easter egg.
Disappointing. Now we are all curious about that, Peggy. Peggy's raves is going to be my next live, my next streaming here. Steve, regarding the tree blood transfer, if made by the victim supports, she was not restrained at the time. If able to grab injury, often they grab weapon at point of infliction. Yeah, great point. According to Analyset, they were attacked from behind by surprise. Libby reacted some. Has been reported she was seated when attacked. Libby was seated when attacked?
I think that's what they said at trial.
Libby or Abby?
Oh, Abby. Abby. And no, Libby. Yes, Libby. Huh? Unless
So,
I'm just imagining things here. But I'm pretty sure that was mentioned.
so if she was seated, that means that she wake up, let's say, and then really doesn't make sense to me. Because if she was at one point using his hand to support herself against the tree, to me she was attacked when she was
Yeah,
up.
I see what you're saying there.
You know what I mean?
Like both of those things can't be true then, in my opinion, right?
You don't have, I don't know, you don't have the energy to go up.
Right.
I don't know. Again, my first impression is that she wouldn't be seated, but anyways. Anna, I always been curious about the condition of the girl's hair. One way to control someone with longish hair is to grab the hair and control the hair. That's a good point. That's a good point. Oh, Luis Cuevas is here. How are you, Luis?
Hey, Luis.
Luis is always saving my ass, you know, but because I program live streamings and I forgot, and she's texting me, "Hey, you have to go live." Oh fuck! Really? Thank you, Luis. So thank you for saving my ass every single week. Steve, the expert testified the victim moved through the crime scene. I will need access to all photos and notes to know under whose power. Yeah, that's another thing. We just have, at least in my opinion, in my case, we have just two pictures from the crime scene. We don't have all of them. So we are missing a lot of perspective, a lot of information. I don't know. Maybe if we see the configuration of the sticks from another angle, we can see something different. You know what I mean? I don't know. We are working with two pictures. We don't have the whole picture there. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. Okay. I think I was rambling too much tonight, Peggy. I don't know if you want to add something. Tell us something about your rapes. You want to keep that?
No, that's okay.
I'm gonna poke you to extract that information.
Not tonight.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I know.
Anyways, tell us something about you.
Oh my goodness.
What's going on?
What's going on? I'm like already looking forward to spring and summer.
I don't know.
I am. I'm thinking about, I like to garden. So with, do flowers and landscape and all that stuff and projects outside. So that's where my mind is right now. That and work. And
me too. I had a very heavy week at work. I'm just trying to come back to my life, to my normal life. My normal life is work, but anyways. So, and what about the content, your channel? Are you gonna do more stuff or not about Delphi?
I think I am. Yeah, I think I am. Just start again. Starting fresh.
Yeah, it's hard to not to do it. Huh?
Yeah, I'll get there. I do it because it's not. I mean, maybe hobby's the wrong way of putting it, but like this is something that interests me, and I like talking about it because it's so interesting. It's like I want to tell other people, spread the word.
Yeah.
And I like doing, I don't do it for any other reason, doing live streams and all that.
No, I agree with you.
So,
Me too. I like to talk to people who has different opinions, and sometimes they have good ideas, good hypotheses. They challenge you in a good
mhm.
way. But sometimes some people is like you are talking to a wall. Like, oh my god, I received. There's a guy who's telling me I debunked the Keegan Klein's involvement in this crime. What? He debunked Keegan Klein. Okay. He sent me an email with some points why Keegan Klein is not involved. It's like, are you serious, man? It's like you talk to a wall. You know what I mean? I'm not.
Mhm.
I'm not close to other opinions or to other hypotheses. It could be Holder. It could be Logan. It could be who knows. But when some people are telling you that this is debunked, I feel that situation is so arrogant. Keegan Klein is debunked. Ron Logan is debunked. Brad Holder is debunked. There's an arrogance there that I really come on, man.
Right. I don't know how anyone could be the way that the investigation went.
Exactly. What the fuck? Oh, come on. There's a question for Steve. Do you think Rick Allen should get a new trial? I think we need a new trial for real if we want to have some answers. And in my opinion, he didn't have the due process. So I don't know what's the opinion of Steve about that, but to me, it's clear that he deserves a new trial. What do you think, Peggy?
Absolutely. I think he deserves a new trial. I don't think he had a fair trial to begin with. So
Yeah,
I think they should do it over.
100%. 100%. Mother of Dragons. I respect other opinions as well, but it is frustrating when people come just to distract. Yeah, there are trolls, and there are people like I know that I'm very stubborn, but even if I'm stubborn, I have the capability or the ability to be open to other ideas, But some people are just closed and so lost, so lost. But anyways, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Okay, I don't know. I think that's what I wanted to do today, to talk to you guys, to talk to my good friend Peggy. And I appreciate that you called.
No problem. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, of course, I want to keep the momentum with you, Peggy, and we have to do another rabbit hole. We didn't
Yeah.
finish it, so I have to keep it alive.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I look forward to it.
Cool.
And I promise I won't take a gummy before I go on next time.
Before going to the raid.
Oh geez.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, what is it? In the 90s? That's when they were really popular over here. Late 90s.
Yeah.
I'm showing my age here.
That's my favorite time ever. The 90s was great.
Yeah, it was.
We need a time machine to go back to.
You're right.
Yeah. Okay. So see you guys. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you, Peggy. Stay in touch and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Ciao.
Bye.